What's up, guys? 47, and welcome to Watch from the Plus. Subscribe for more content coming your way. Okay, so we have Lustful Laughing Nurse as a series we're reviewing today. It is a 2007 series, and it's basically Jutaku Kaisen, where it has different universes that are unconnected to what we saw previously. So the first episode is not anything like the second episode. I mean, it's just fractured. So I just realized that reverse is just reverse. I just realized that. My mind blown, I know, but like this show made me realize that. It all starts off with a nurse, you know, since it's funny, like the whole nurse fiasco. Nurse who oddly doesn't have a name. However, she sees a patient named Yu, very femboy-esque, and this is NTR. Yes, NTR. Okay, I know we're not surprised here. I'm reviewing NTR. Maybe I should call myself NTR 47 at this point. I might do that. Who fucking knows? And she's just like drilling this man consistently. She's like, oh, I know you want to fuck me. You're hard. Like, just come on, just fuck me. Like consistently day in, day out. And then the way she's doing it though is like she's trying to be discreet about having sex with the patient, but at the same time, the door would be unlocked, and then it's just a curtain separating her from any passerby that wants to walk by and walk into the room. Like, for example, what the love interest of Yu, Misaki, did. She just walked in, and then the nurse had to like cover herself up. Like, oh, hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Like, you know, just you didn't knock. Like, what? Oh my god, you know what I mean? Like, just it's almost like the sense like you want to get caught, kind of like raise the stakes for you. It's like what's it called? Voyeurism, I think is what's called. Like, you want to get watched, that type of shit. And I think it's what she has. And just very, very weird because she wants to be so secret about it because she could lose her job if she's having sex with the patients. And of course, Misaki didn't catch him the first time, but the second time she did walk into them going at it, and the nurse like, you know what, I'm gonna have my fun with this too. You're gonna fuck her too. And the weird part about this is like they have Misaki, the girl who's in love with you, obviously, you know, that's how all these NTRs work apparently. They have her tied up in the bondage night shift nurses style, like the gynecologist chair is that a third. And the plot twist behind all that is, of course, the nurse makes them both copulate, but there were patients hearing her fuck you. So the patients were like, hey bro, hold on, wait. What the fuck is going on here? Why is that slut of a nurse not draining my pipes? Why is she not cleaning my pipes? And so they're gonna plan to ether her entirely, and then they do it. And they do it after, of course, Misaki and you have sex. They don't want to interrupt, of course, obviously. Like, why would they interrupt content? You know what I mean? If they interrupted in the middle of them going at it, that means this episode in general would be like 5 minutes shorter. But they can't do that. We need a 22 to 25 minute long episode. So we have to go through the entire thing, and then they can interrupt, and then they can gangbang the nurse. And then it ends off with Misaki just crying about getting indirectly raped by you, and the nurse being controlled by you because you allowed them to gangbang her, and he wanted revenge for all the times that she fucked him when he said no. It's not as confusing as I make it sound like if you just watch the entire episode. I'm making it more convoluted and complicated as possible, but I'm doing that because the fact that I have to like connect it in my brain. It's kind of hard for me to do that if I like saying words that have to coincide with other words, you know what I mean? And the second episode is basically stepbrother, stepsister type shit, but it's weird because it starts off, again, different universe, the entire shit reset, nothing happened. We don't know anything about the previous episode now. Like, just imagine the previous episode I just told you about. Oof. Imagine all that disappeared. So it starts off with Akane in her brother's room, Kazushi, and she's just watching his collection. That's just it. That's how it starts off, just watching his collection. And when he walked in, he's like, oh my god, what the fuck you doing? Ah! And then she tried to chase him. They like play fight and shit. And then she's like, all right, you fucking horny dog, I'm leaving, see you later. He grabbed her and just having to explain any of this is making me cringe, but I watch it anyway, so I can't even cringe anymore. It's like the cringe cancels out, right? Because like it's just self-induced cringe. It's like you wouldn't have to be cringe, or I wouldn't have to be cringing if I didn't watch in the first place. However, I went out and seeked it. There's a plane flying above my house. That's lovely. That's basically the end of episode 2 in the entire series of Lustful Laughing Nurse. Now, notice I didn't mention too much of a nurse at all when it comes to, you know, after the first episode. That's mainly because the fact that they just gave up on the entirety of the nurse theme. It's almost like they had a thing, they had a universe to follow through, and then when the nurse in the first episode just like got ethered, they just gave up, like, whatever, story's done. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, we couldn't expand this anymore, it's over. Oh, no, this is hentai. You do whatever the fuck you want in hentai. You can expand. It's like people want DLCs in hentai, honestly. Like, you can do whatever the fuck you want. It's just collaborate any type of bullshit. If there's any context involved in the sex scenes that makes it more connections, and if you have more connection with the scenes in front of you, that means you have a more of an orgasmic experience, because you feel like you had a parasocial relationship through the characters going on because of the relationships. It's how Night Shift Nurses, Baba Black, and these Face Pirate Star have like such a massive fucking fan base because of the universe is built around it. Because like 5, 6, 7, 8 episodes straight of just, you know, the entire time, it gets you invested. It's like investing into a nut, and then the compound interest that you gain from the amount of knowledge you attain from all the characters. It's whatever. Yeah, that was it. That was Lustful Laughing Nurses. Not any nurses at all after the first episode. I'd say it's decent, you know what I mean? Animation is good given the fact it's 2007. I mean, if you're down to any of those shits I mentioned before, go ahead and check it out. But like, I personally give like 6 out of 10. I don't give ratings for shit usually because I forget to, but like, this one's 6 out of 10. That's basically it. All right, guys, I don't have an outro, but if I did, it wouldn't matter because I'm going to the video. Good night. Also,